Hey guys, Steve again. Hope you've been having a great day and a good couple of days after our last little mini video visit, which is this stuff is really fun. I'm really having fun. Okay, today's little mini thing is, do you feel stuck? Okay, are your results from affirmations spotty at best? Does sometimes affirmations just not work for you? It's probably more common that they don't work than they do for a lot of people, is my experience. Does the law of attraction work only some of the time and rarely the way you think you want it to? Do you stay sick regardless of what healing modality you use, be it traditional Western medicine or any of the alternative methods or spiritual practices? Maybe there's something that totally defies logic in your subconscious belief systems that short circuits you experiencing what you really want, because the subconscious thinks something bad will happen if it actually works. That's an interesting thought. Perhaps it's an ancestral or cultural belief that you don't even agree with consciously, but is part of your DNA, that keeps you from having the happiness and or health that you want. Perhaps there's a genetic memory of something that happened that was so horrible that even though you were not there or alive when this thing happened to your ancestors or in your culture, it didn't even have to happen specifically to your ancestor, but in your culture, then you and your decision making are still affected by it today, perhaps hundreds, maybe even thousands of years later, that without realizing it, the way you work in the world is short-circuited by something that happened that long ago. Perhaps you have agreements with religious groups that you weren't consciously aware of, that keeps you from thinking that you deserve to be happy. Maybe it's a religious group you currently belong to. Maybe it's a religious group you just have an affinity to, and without realizing it, you've agreed to some of the principles that can be limiting that this religious group proclaims as absolute truth, which maybe it is and maybe it isn't. That's always an interesting thing to talk about. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you what we call downloads to begin to help you sort some of this out. Okay? What a download is if you can't tell the difference between something, what we do is we ask the universe or the creator or whatever you want to call it to teach you on an energetic level within your belief systems how to do something and what something feels like. It's one of the most powerful parts of the theta healing modality. If you don't know what it feels like to be loved, you may be in a happy marriage for decades, but never actually feel loved. And you don't even know it, because you just don't even know what it feels like to be loved for whatever reason. Doesn't matter why, just is. So with this modality, we do something called feeling work. We teach you how to do something and what something feels like. And that can make the difference between you experiencing something that you haven't been able to experience before. So we're going to give you 2 or 3 short downloads. As with the belief changes, when we were doing the 5 most important beliefs, I'm going to tell you what the download is, and for this to work, you have to give your permission out loud. You have to say yes. We do nothing and can do nothing without your full permission. We do not interfere with free will in any way. Okay? So, I'm going to give you 3 really cool downloads. First one is this, and you may want to test these. I know how to and what it feels like to recognize when I have an unconscious belief that keeps me from having, doing, or experiencing what I want. So maybe try and test that. So stand up, face north, do the whole muscle testing standing thing, and say to yourself after me, say, I know how to and what it feels like to recognize when I have an unconscious belief that keeps me from having, doing, or experiencing what I want. And see if you move forward or if you move back. If you move back, and if this is a no, Well, actually, if you just want to experience a download, we can do that. You don't have to have a yes. So if you'd like to have this download, say yes out loud right now, okay? And then I'm going to ask for this to be done for you. So here we go. So say yes. There we go. Simple as that. You may or may not have experienced any energy or some kind of a shift or maybe some kind of a change in your awareness. If you haven't, that's cool. You didn't do anything wrong. It still works. That was at the beginning when I was doing theta healing. Almost all the time I felt nothing. But I know it worked because things changed in my life. So there you go. Here's the next one. I know how to and what it feels like to tell the difference between intellectual desires and subconscious programming. So if you'd like to have that download, just say yes now, and we'll take care of that. Here we go. Okay, good. That's it. You may want to test that again. I know how to and I know what it feels like to tell the difference between intellectual desires and subconscious programming. The third one, particularly for just the general new people to Theta and, well, anybody really. I know how to and what it feels like and what it really means from the creator's perspective to let go of and move past subconscious programming and to manifest what I want in my life. So if you want that if you want that download, just say yes now. Here we go. Okay, that's it. So you may want to test that again. Stand facing north, say I know how to and what it feels like and what it really means to let go of and move past subconscious programming and to manifest what I want in my life. Simple as that. And particularly for practitioners, would you like to know how to and what it feels like to find the problem beliefs, the bottom beliefs in your clients? If so, say yes now. There you go. And would you like to know how to and what it feels like to recognize when you have the same bottom beliefs as your client so that you can release them for yourself as well as the client? If you want that as a yes, say yes now. There you go. And remember, these downloads and belief changes we're doing on these videos work. I don't have to be there in person. It works. It's programmed to work. You want to show these to anybody, any of your friends, and if they agree to these experiences of having belief changes and downloads, and if they give permission and say yes out loud, it works for them too. This stuff is so cool. So, if you want to go much deeper into these issues or any issue, and you want to set an appointment with me, feel free to email me at yourdivinity@gmail.com. If you want, we can set up a session. Hour-long sessions are $125 US. If you'd like to try a session, like a half-hour session for $44, so you can do it really inexpensively without putting out any money, very much money, we'll do that too. If you want to have a giant hour-and-a-half session and combine the half-hour $44 price and plus a 1 hour for $125, cool. That would be almost $20 less than what it would normally cost to do that long of a session. Only if it feels right. Give me an email and we'll play. All right? You guys have a great day. And the next little video is really cool. I'm going to take you on a trip to what we call the seventh plane of existence and give you a kind of a meditation experience that you may not have ever had before. It's so cool. Have a great day.